To an economic development story that's unfolding in Mercer County with a natural resource as a key component. A business is planning to invest hundreds of millions of dollars into producing hydrogen from local coal. As our Robert Castillo was there as the community and business leaders came together to share some of the specifics about the project.
Tim Hawks, a managing partner with a company called TNT Hydrogen, says the business has plans to place multiple hydrogen-producing coal plants here in Mercer County. The Montcalm and McComas areas would be the site for the first plant. Hawks says the coal will be coming from Cornerstone Mining, which he says has more than 100,000 acres of reserve coal available. It's coal that produces more hydrogen than coal in other parts of the country.
It has unique properties, and we put it in a heated, almost like a boiler vessel, heat it to 1200 degrees and with the absence of oxygen so it doesn't burn. We capture the gases and we have solids that are left over.
Hawks says hydrogen is a necessity for producing electricity. He says the process is environmental friendly since no coal is being burned. Hawks says the plan is to put 5 of these plants in Mercer County. He says 100 jobs starting at $30 an hour would come with each plant.
You're going to have a minimum of a 30-year lifespan on one of these plants. So a person could actually get a job there and retire, and it's going to be a decent living wage. Like he said, minimum wage on it will be $62,000 a year, ranging up to $100,000 a year.
West Virginia State Senator Chandler Swope says the plants will be strategically placed in Mercer County, allowing them to connect to the national power grid.
This operation to mine coal and produce energy is much larger and is going to attract other industries. Whoever needs electricity at a good rate, they can get it here in Mercer County, much cheaper than they can get it anywhere else.
Hawks says the cost for each plant is between $250 and $300 million. He says he's anticipating work to begin on the first plant by the end of the year, adding that financing for the project is still being ironed out. Here for you in Mercer County, I'm Robert Castillo, WVVA News.
Thank you for that report, Robert. We do plan to continue following developments on this proposed project, and we'll share any new developments as they arise. We'll keep you